So, good afternoon to everyone. I'm thankful for the Istituto Zooprofilattico delle Venezie for organizing these opportunities for us. And I'm going to briefly introduce myself. I'm a veterinarian and I graduated in 2021. And at the moment, I've joined the Istituto Zooprofilattico Sperimentale of the Abruzzo e Molise at the National Reference Center for Epidemiology, Programming, Informing, and Risk Analysis since 2022 as a veterinarian consultant. And in my current role, I contribute to the control of quality of data related to surveillance and monitoring activities related to animal health conducted by the veterinary services of Abruzzo and Molise regions. And I also support the harmonization of African swine fever data within national information systems. So today I'm going to present to you some basic tools available in the Italian national information systems. So I'm going to give you a brief definition of GIS tools. These are a power set of tools for collecting, storing, retrieving, transforming, and visualizing spatial data from real world. And these are very important because they can also link geographical information with descriptive features. In veterinary public health, GIS are very important because they permit to address complex epidemiological challenges, enable rapid monitoring of highly contagious diseases, and help to manage politically sensitive disease. So today I'm going to show you some basic tools available in the Italian information systems. These are SIMAN GIS, EpiTrace, and Dashboard PSA. So it's related to African swine fever. And the strengths of the tools are that are user-friendly. And another thing that is more important is that the set of data which these tools are based on came from the national information systems. So they actually they are based on the data collected by the veterinary services and included in the national information systems through official data flow available in the VetInfo portal. So this is the SIMAN GIS interface. You can access at this interface through the SIMAN, that is the Animal Disease Information Systems, and only authorized member can access to this tool because, of course, it's about sensitive data related to outbreaks. So SIMAN GIS provide, in fact, visualization of outbreaks of selected animal disease from a drop-down menu. And then on this, you can perform also basic spatial analysis. The data source, as I mentioned previously, are the national information systems. In particular, for this tool is the Animal Disease Information System. And it is important to mention that this system is designed to work in cooperation with the National Animal Registry. So the information, all the information related to farms in particular are from this system because in fact they work in cooperation. So I'm going to show you these tools by the filters available. In the first interface, you can see the basic filters and advanced filters. By a drop-down menu, you can select the disease of interest, and then you can select also the frame of time that you're interested in by the suspicion date of the outbreaks or by date of confirmation. And then you can also select advanced tool, for instance, like serotype or the veterinary service of interest. This is like a video in which you can see the application. The drop-down menu contains all the disease listed and which notification is mandatory for WA and for the EU regulation, of course, because these are official data within the national information system. And then you can visualize all the outbreaks, and you can select, in this case is for blue tongue, you can select also the status of the outbreaks and the different serotypes. And then you can see that the output is not only the visualization of the serotype, but it's also available some bar graph, and also tables in which it's possible to extract the data of the selected outbreaks. I'm not going to show you, but you can also select the single outbreaks, and there is a pop-up with all the information included, some information related to the farm. So you can click on the link and you can go directly to the National Animal Registry to visualize other information, detailed information. But actually, due to privacy reason, I'm not going to show you. So these are the basic spatial analysis tool. So you can see, you can select the outbreaks based on the on a buffer, or maybe you can draw a polygon to select also some elements. As you can see, you can select the farms, you can select also municipalities, and other structures which are present in the National Information System, of course, I repeated 2 times. This is as an example. Okay. These are outbreaks of African swine fever. So you can select the outbreaks, and from the outbreaks you can select a buffer, which it helps to select municipalities. And of course, there's it's guided. These procedures are guided to small procedure steps to let these tools to be more user-friendly. So you can select all the elements of your interest, and this is the output of the selection of municipalities. Also the buffer, you can personalize the kilometers. And these are the other tools that I showed you previously. So other functionalities include some personalization, customization of the maps that you're going to see. So the layer of the map, and you can interact with the layers that you created for the outbreaks, the municipalities, and you have some tools to measure distances, areas, and then you can produce a PDF file to save all this information and to use as a report if you need. So this is another video of an explicative example. So by your municipality, you can change the map, you can interact with the layers. You can visualize also the legend of every outbreaks. So for color, size, and other things. So you can see it's very simple to use this kind of tools. Okay, the next tool I want to introduce you is EpiTrace. Even this tool is available in the animal disease information systems and is a traceback and traceforward analysis tools. It enables the visualization of the node graph, starting from the establishment where the first outbreak occurred, the first outbreak of your interest, and then it shows all the linked establishment involved in animal movement. And of course, the data source is the National Animal Registry. So as you can see, you can select the frame of days that you're interested in, and the day of reference when you want to start to visualize the movements. You can trace back and trace forward, and select the depth of farms of movement that you want to visualize, and also the species of your interest. So this is a basic output. As you can see, the blue one is the farm of your interest, and then the movement. Of course, I actually removed some sensitive information due to privacy, in fact. And then also you can modify the graph, and you can interact with the various information. If you right-click on the node, you can see the sanitary status of the farm, the animal health inspection list, the animal movement in detail, and as you can customize the graph, you can also delete the node. Last but not least, I'm going to show you the dashboard related to African swine fever. So the dashboard is developed since the beginning of African swine fever emergency in peninsular Italy. And the main purpose is to monitor African swine fever surveillance activities, visualization of the zoning, and understand the disease spread. And this tool has been progressively implemented based on the different needs. So the data sources in this case are the CIMAN, the Animal Disease Information System, the CIMSA, the National Veterinary Information System for Food Safety. Food safety, but actually the data flow related to African swine fever is collected through this information system due to its characteristics. And then there is an African swine fever dedicated database to collect historical data related to restriction zone. This is a procedure that has been implemented when the tool was already produced. And this procedure is a procedure that is made by different steps. And every time the Annex 1 of the regulation related to restriction zone is updated, there is a user that collects the information on a table related to the new zone, and then to this table is added the new date of validity of the zones. Then there is another script that has been add this new zone to the previous one, and put the end date of validity to the old ones. So this is a procedure that has been developed when the tool was already implemented. So some point that can be managed is the large file, the large number of data that you have to deal with. So as you can see, there's a graphical part, a special part, when there are two maps that map not only the outbreaks, but even the surveillance activities. And the first one that I'm going to show you is related not only to the wild bird population activities, but with also data related to domestic pig population. This is the legend, where you can see the different type of symbol related to the outbreaks and the samples. And there are the zone under these every samples. So you can switch off and on each layer to visualize what you are interested in. And then also you can zoom in and visualize the grid related to active research. Okay, so the other map available is related to the control and surveillance in wild bird population in detail. So there are different symbols related based on the different activities and of course the results of each sample analysis. So there are filters related to the plan of domestic and wildlife for to select the region, to select the sample results and the time of interest based on the sample date. Then there are also counters and donut charts and bar charts that highlight some particular activities by region, based, the outbreaks based on the days of suspicions. So this is an example of interactions. Okay, so this tool has been implemented over time, and unlike SIMANGIS, it's not available spatial analysis, basic spatial analysis, and it is not possible to extract data from it. But actually, it's very important because it permits to visualize the activity near real-time visualization of the activity and the outbreaks. So it's very important, and this is overlaid with the restriction zone implemented. So of course, GIS tools are very important, but they provide answer only if the right question is posed, if the data are available are of good quality, the institutional and political support these activities, and of course, if the users and developers have the skills to produce them. So I want to special thanks my colleague Daria Di Sabatino, Alessio Di Lorenzo and Susanna Tora, and I want to thank you for your attentions.
Thank you, Marta. So, two questions. With the EpiTrace tool, do you have the latitude and longitude of the farms of origin and destination, or is it just the farm ID?
Yes. In the animal registry, National Animal Registry, this is a mandatory data to fill.
And you can visualize even spatially this movement?
In this tool, no. Mm-hmm. It's not available, this information.
And you can extract this information as well?
Yes, in the national system is available, but not by this tool.
And secondly, about the first tool and then the dashboard.
Okay.
Why not to have one tool that will allow to do everything, and why two?
Because these are a lot of functionalities. So even the dashboard only related to African swine fever is very full of information. So when you have this kind of tool, you have to pay attention in which information you want to put in to make them functional, because it's necessary to select only basic information, because they can create confusion if you put a lot of data in that. So we developed the one specific for African swine fever for this reason. Yes, all the territorial veterinary service can access to these tools, or they have to be user-friendly for this reason.
So, 3 tools, very integrated with the Italian system. So you mentioned the idea that one is the satellite or the other one. We know quite well because we use it, I don't want to say every day, but we know quite well. But the idea is this. Is it possible, your only personal opinion, but is it possible to extract the essence of the application that you developed in order to provide a suggestion for for tools that can be developed for third countries. I imagine the solution developed by CIRAD that is with not data integrated, so they have to collect the data and populate the system. Your tools is deeply based on Italian ecosystem. It's just only a suggestion, or if you can provide your personal opinion. Is it possible to extract the information or the structure or the constraint or solution that you suggest to developers that would is fantastic, or also the traced system, in order that is, I know that you published it, we made a scientific publication, but to create something or the hints that can help us to replicate also for system without the heavy and the quality of data that is based here in Italy.
That's a tricky question. That's a very tricky question because these tools are very simple, but the strong part is related to the related to the data behind them. So I have to really think about that because
But so the message is, if you have good data, you can create simple but very informative tools. So everything is based on data, as Vittorio always says. So without data,
it's not possible,
to develop.
This is the problem. The other problem is Marta is a victim. We ask always some amendment. every day we should add a new. We know 24 and 72 months. So you will never have a fixed. Yes, you have always something that is. Am I correct? She is a victim, believe me.
And the important thing is not to show the same data in different way that can create confusion. And that's why the dashboard is apart from the other system, because they need that is made by the needs to show specifically data on African swine fever. So.
Yeah, I understand what you said, that output call for new outputs, and so it's an hungry system. Improve. You would like to improve. Yeah.
And we are still working on that.
Never satisfied.